R- Right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Freedom Friday with me, Gerald, and Tony. Um, oh, hold on. I just need to turn off. I just need to turn off the stream because I'm getting actually feedback on the stream. I'll send you a link, Tony.
I've got it. I've got the link.
Okay, good. All right. Well, welcome everyone, and to this Freedom Friday, and we are on a new. Hold on. I'm just getting feedback. Freedom Friday.
Which is very off-putting.
There we go. We're just testing the new system. So this is not a Zoom, as you noticed, and I did send out quite a few announcements to everyone on the emails, on Telegram, on Facebook, to let you know that this is not a Zoom. This is a live stream. So we are live streaming with the new technology. We're live streaming on YouTube. We're live streaming on Facebook, the Kryptone Night page, and on Earth Star Freedom, or on the Earth Star Freedom page, and on the Kryptone Night group. So maximum exposure, and so we're going to do this onwards, which means that it'll actually be public, especially on the YouTube side. It'll be public, so you can share the link with your friends whenever we put out a live stream. Please subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube, and please say hello if you're watching, and if you've got any questions, please start the question with a Q. So if we get heaps and heaps of comments, at least I can search for the questions and we can answer the questions. At the moment, I don't see any comments, so please drop in a comment. You can put if you're in YouTube, you can put the comments in on the right-hand side where it says Hi, Ray. Yes, on the right-hand side where and Blair, thanks a lot. And where it says chat. And if you're on Facebook, you can actually do it just in the comments on Facebook, so no problem there. Okay, Tony, what would you like to share today with us? And we'll kind of just we'll just both chip in.
Yeah, it's a bit of a free flow day today. We're just going to do a little bit of a kind of crypto news roundup. I just wanted to mention there's a lot of significant things happening in the market right now. It's looking very strong, and there's a lot of bullish news coming out about some of our favorite tokens. Bitcoin has just launched an ETF. An ETF is a bit of a traditional financial system product, if you like. It's a spread. It's a way of people being able to invest in Bitcoin without holding Bitcoin, which I'm not a big fan of. There's a lot of people pumping it up that this is the best thing since sliced bread, but I actually, I'm pretty neutral on Bitcoin, and a lot of you know I'm not super, I'm not a diehard Bitcoin fan at all. I'm not totally negative to it because it has its place in the market and it's leading the market, and where Bitcoin goes, the rest of the altcoins tend to follow, because a lot of people are using Bitcoin like a kind of reserve currency for the rest of the market. people are using their Bitcoin gains and then migrating some of their profit into the altcoins, which is a really good thing. But yeah, the ETF in itself, it's really for the big boys, and so it's kind of, to me, it's like, yeah, whatever. I actually sold. My partner has done well on Bitcoin though, and today I sold half of her Bitcoin, and we moved it into a whole range of other tokens. So I felt relieved to do that, because I've been harping on her to do it for ages, and she kind of like was just, because she didn't know anything else, she was querying my sanity. But anyway, we've done it, and I think it's a good move. And it was quite a significant amount too, so that's great. It has reached its all-time high. I think it might go a bit higher, but I think that it's liable for a big drop. So we'll see what happens.
You're becoming a Bitcoin minimalist, Tony.
I have. There's two strong schools of thought in Bitcoin. There's this is almost as like divided like the world is right now. There's those that really love Bitcoin and they see it as the best thing since sliced bread, and that's keeping it well and truly buoyant. But there is a lot of other information. If you really dig deeper, if you really dig deeper, and it depends on the commentator you listen to, but there is a lot of talk that Bitcoin will be usurped. It will be replaced as a top dog as part of a plan to bring in other tokens that are designed to take its top spot. I don't know whether that's true or not. But I think it's a good idea to take profit anyway. If it's got very high, so I just think it's prudent.
Yeah. So that kind of shows a really good plan, because some people, they tend to follow the rise, and they think, oh, it's getting better and better and better, and then they go to sleep, and then the next morning it's crashed. So they're trying to follow it to the top, but you never know when the top is, do you? And so you can only see the top in hindsight. And so it's important, and this shows that it's important to have a plan, and what is called an exit plan, where you say, okay, when it's got this high, I will sell, and you just do it. And if it goes double that height, well, so what you can do is what some people do is they do like a 65-35, or so they take out 65% of their holdings, and then keep that 35 just in case it shoots up more. Is that what you do, Tony?
In this case I did a 50%. I took 50% out and I've left 50% in, so we're still in it. But because we bought this 3 years ago, and it's you're in danger of getting into greed territory and nothing goes in a straight line. Nothing will ever go in a straight line. Look at nature. Nothing's just going to keep going up forever. It's going to go up in stages. Even if it is trending up, it's going to have pullbacks, and you never know what's around the corner. And so it's just a good policy to take profit when you think that it feels at the right time. But it does take, don't just come up with think of a number. It's a good idea to do a bit of research to give you a bit of a grounding in the knowledge, and then use your intuition as well. I'm a great believer in intuition. But when you see it like what it's been doing lately, where it's really been on quite a strong run, there's clearly going to be other people taking profit as well. So it's a herd mentality kind of.
this is when the so-called smart money is actually selling, and then the retail market is actually buying at this particular point in time.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Because the big boys, they'll be doing it. It only takes one big whale to sell a fair, decent whack, and bang, the price comes down.
Mm.
And then what we know from our past experience with Tron, is that then other people just suddenly sell.
Yes.
Because a lot of people are over leveraged. A lot of people are buying Bitcoin on credit, and then they're forced to sell, and then that precipitates a cascade effect.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, you know, so that's sort of how I feel about Bitcoin. I kind of, I love that when it goes up, it's quite exciting, and I love the way it drags everything else up.
Yeah.
But remember, it is going to go up and down for a while before we start to reach consolidation. It's always going to be extremely volatile pre-regulation. And with all the FUD out there, the FUD is, and the FOMO is so great right now. And this is where people need to control their emotions and look at the logic side of things, not just don't just be riding purely on emotion.
Yes. Yeah. Well, as a lot of highly experienced investors say, always invest against the market. So wherever the market's going, go out, and go in when the market's gone out, that sort of thing. Because so hopefully, being part of DeFi Freedom, we'll actually become smart investors, and what we hope to do as we go along is to give you sort of pointers as areas that might have some potential, some tokens that might have good potential. And this is, I think, what we're going to see is that we've got lots of really tokens with really good, strong use cases and really strong developers in their teams and these are chomping at the heels of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, Bitcoin is the grand old lady, isn't it? It's like, okay, good, but all these have so much more use case, and they're faster, they're cheaper, and they're really switched on, they're developing stuff. So these are the ones we start looking at who's gonna rise up, behind Bitcoin.
That is a really, really good point, and I think that's worth a little bit of extra further comments to that. Is what we are effectively doing. What we're doing is we're speculating. We are putting our money on tokens, and we're speculating that it's going to go up. And but utility is going to create a far more different kind of when the price is going up based on utility, when it's being used by institutions and when it's got a real use case, then you are not just speculating, you are truly investing in something that has got legs. You know that it's got a foundation below it, and it is going to be given the green light as a key part of the new system. Whereas when you look at Bitcoin's fundamentals, what does it actually do? Look at how it's expensive to move, it's slow, it'll never be a currency. It's just a store of value. That's really its own, and it came with a lot of promise of being this incredible decentralized currency, but it never delivered.
Yeah.
It's not delivering now. And what keeps it up is hype. And where the hype's coming from is the same people that are the biggest holders. So you've got to bear that in mind. They've got a vested interest in getting it to go up. But they already, I was listening to Crypto Eri from Japan is a very good YouTuber. You might want to listen. She gives very good deliveries. And she was saying today that they've seen the biggest drop in the big holders of 10,000 tokens or more in Bitcoin. A big drop is happening. So that you've got to watch that statistic. That's a key stat.
Yeah. Yeah.
glaring red, right, to me. But what's propping it up is a lot of other, the littler guys are coming in underneath. That's keeping it
Yes.
up, and they're buying on the ETF announcement. But that could be very short-lived. So if you're holding Bitcoin, just bear that in mind.
Yeah.
But the utility that's coming with Stellar, with Algorand, with XRP, all these ones we talk about, IOTA as well as another one, Hedera Hashgraph, which I've become super bullish on, and another one called Quant, XDC is another one. I absolutely love XDC. Dot, Polkadot,
Yep.
Matic as well. Now these are getting into different territories. Those earlier ones I mentioned are currencies: Polkadot, Matic, Polygon Matic, Polkadot, Link. These are competitors to Ethereum now, because they are smart contract platform for the decentralization contracts, right? But Ethereum is very much in a similar boat with Bitcoin. It's been given a free pass by the SEC. Why do they give those two a free pass when they're trying to say that every other crypto is a security? And that's why they're suing XRP to try and prove their case. They're getting into very dangerous territory, because it's been proven that these guys at the SEC are working with firms and bringing out the ETF and bringing out these big hedge fund based, trading on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that's their chosen ones. So it's kind of very, very much a conflict of interest there. So you've got to really look at that as well. But Ethereum is an amazing platform, but again, it's quite slow, and it's expensive. I mean,
yes,
$100 to move Ethereum, that's outrageous.
Yes. And
so who's profiting from that? The miners are profiting, because Ethereum and Bitcoin are both proof of work using mining. That is a big difference to all the others that we're looking at, where they're fast, they're lean, they're cheap, but they're going for high volume, like Stellar and XRP, XDC. Yes. These are true currencies.
Yeah. And I mean, Ethereum is powering a lot of the NFT market, and as we've been saying, over the last few weeks, NFTs are going to be huge, and but I've tried to mint NFTs, and if you do it on the Ether network, it's expensive. So why would people want to do it? That's why. Networks like Polygon. Now, Polygon, if you go to OpenSea and try and mint an NFT, you've got the option to mint your NFT on the Polygon network, and that minting is free, and it's free to transact on those NFTs. It's or virtually free to buy NFTs, to sell NFTs, to mint them. So these are very, as I said, they're hard on the heels of Ethereum and Bitcoin, and we believe that they're the ones that really to watch out for, because they're the ones that are giving the practicality and the allowing people into the NFT market and all these other markets. So watch out for that.
Look for good tokens, look for good projects, and see if you can buy their token that they're issuing. That's what I've been doing. I'm not so much an NFT guy in the production of them, but I have been looking at tokens, and I can recommend some that I've bought. One's called OMI. It's on the Ascendex. It's on a different exchange altogether. But OMI is actually, I know the guy. I actually know the guy who's behind it. He's been a client of mine, and he's a very smart Chinese guy. But been here a long time. And so OMI, or it's also called Ecomi, ECOMI. very interesting. I bought it, it doubled in price. It's looking really strong. They've got the license to all the big Marvel comics, Spider-Man, Batman, Back to the Future, all those old movies. This guy's a super entrepreneur. And also Paul Mars, who's part of he's in our group in DeFi Freedom. He tipped me off about it because he's good mates with the guy who's his partner to this guy. So it's great to get that inside information. So check out OMI. Also Empire token. I finally bought it, by the way. I finally got it. Gerald, we were trying.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I put in. I had to get 11. I had to make it 11% slippage.
Oh really? Yeah.
But you can get Empire token on MetaMask or Trust Wallet, and I also bought another one called Barbie, which is short for Babylon. It's only had a market cap of 1 million. It's like really, really brand new, but they've got some super good things happening with it. I listened to a few YouTubes, and I really thought, well, at $1 million, doesn't have to have much money coming in to really shoot the price up. But don't put in a lot. You don't need to put in a lot. Just push $50, $100, and it could be it could be quite good. XLM Stellar is also doing incredible things. It's just bought a money sending service. It's the third largest in the world. It's called MoneyGram. These are the traditional ways of sending money overseas.
Remittances. Yeah,
remittance sending, and they have also announced that the USDC stablecoin, which looks like it's really cementing itself as a leading contender of the stablecoin, is going to be launched on the Stellar network. Now that is pretty huge. So what you want to look for is for these platforms. You want to see who the partnerships they're making and what tokens or what other projects are launching using their platform, because that's a real sign that it's going to go.
Yes.
The more people that are launching through their platform, clearly it's just going to be more people buying it. The fees get charged, I think, in Stellar. And so that's just got to be good. And Stellar has just got really stellar relationships. Really. And I think it is really going to the moon, that one. And it's still relatively cheap. I think it's under 40 cents.
Yeah.
And it's very similar tech to XRP. XRP, even though it's got the SEC case against it, the partnerships they're doing lately is just breathtaking. I mean, seriously, if this was really a legit case, they wouldn't have all these people signing partnerships with them for massive moving money. It just wouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
Or either that, or they're going to move out of America, and they're just going to go, well, stuff you. We'll just get out of America. But the rest of the world are embracing XRP, particularly in Asia. My God, the strength of XRP in those areas is huge. So don't believe the BS about the SEC. But what they've done is they've just now received an extension for what they call discovery. Discovery is where they're giving them time so that they can present their evidence and they can hear the other opposition's case. That has now been dragged out to the 14th of January, which means that this whole volatile, unclear sort of space that's in with lack of regulation could drag out now till the 2022. Because this case is central to all regulation coming in. They're using XRP as a kind of I think a lot of things. It's China trying to get their hooks into to destabilize it. they're trying to delay it because they're not ready for regulation. They're trying to make a case for making all the other cryptos a security. There's a lot of reasons going on behind the scenes.
But in the yeah, and I think the governments are really trying to rush to get a handle on this whole situation, because I was hearing the other day that millions or even billions are being transacted in Southeast Asia, for instance, between businesses in, say, Malaysia and businesses in China. In spite of the bans and all that in China, businesses are just transacting using XRP and cryptocurrencies. They're buying and selling, and they're getting instant money transfer, and so they're bypassing the systems completely, which is really exciting.
Yeah, it is. They call them payment corridors, and they're already open in Philippines, Japan. I'm not sure about China because they're a little bit closed, but definitely with Philippines, China, Malaysia, all these countries, yeah, they're using and sending, using XRP to send currencies in huge volumes. It's already happening. It's already happening. So this is going to break out into full view. So just I wanted to put that out there because I know a few of you have bought XRP, probably on my or our recommendation, and I just want you to know what's going on. Just hold strong and don't sell. Do not sell your XRP or your XLM. When it blows, and what they're doing is they're also trying to shake out the weak hands, which is us. They're trying to shake out the retail investors. They don't want us in it. This token has been touted to go into ridiculous figures, and they know that when it gets to maybe if it gets to $100, a lot of people will sell, and the big institutions will be there to gladly scoop it up, because I think this is going to be more massive than we could ever imagine. It's generational wealth stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that we could do very well in the next year or two, but in the next 5 years, I mean, they've even been talking about 5 figures, which is insane. But if it's handling just about all the money, it needs to go to that so it can operate. So that's not pie in the sky. That's when you're talking trillions of dollars, it's got to have trillions of dollars of liquidity, so it needs a high price so that it actually moves.
Yeah.
So I'm not just plucking figures off my head or trying to give you total FOMO. I'm just saying what all the real commentators are saying.
Yeah. Well, what I'll do is I'll show you what's actually happening on the market. If I'll just share my screen here. So this is CoinGecko. Good place to go to actually have a look at the market. So you'll notice that the markets now, the market cap is at 2.7. I think it had dropped. Well, it was about 1.8 trillion only a few weeks ago, but I think it's picking up. The 24-hour volume is like 157 billion. So we've actually this week we've seen the we've actually seen the all-time high of Bitcoin and the all-time high of Ether, which it's quite a kind of a historical time, and where's that chart? The chart's not showing. But coming back to BNB, we don't talk much about BNB. Kind of, I find Binance Coin a bit kind of uninspiring. Do you know much about Binance Coin, Tony? It's kind of
no, and I've never been a big fan of Binance Coin either. To be honest, I think Binance is seem to be doing a lot of nefarious things right now, and I don't know whether they've been got at or whether what's happening, but Binance, I'm not hugely keen on
Yeah,
Binance.
me neither. It's not really inspiring. Well, Tether we know is we got fined for 40 million last week for misrepresenting that they are fully backed, but actually they're not fully backed by US dollars. So yeah, not sure how that's going to affect them in the future. Cardano has dropped from number 3 to number 5. So Cardano has been a bit cool over the last month or so. I think it's in spite of having launched its smart contract platform. Was it last month in September? But the founder Charles Hoskinson, he is in Africa at the moment. I think he was in South Africa a few days ago, and he's going around visiting heads of state and offering education and support to projects that want to build on Cardano. So he's talking to quite a lot of people and trying to offer guidance, maybe financial support, I don't know, but especially technical and knowledge support for the people in Africa, developers in Africa to actually build projects. So I find that quite interesting. Solana, Polkadot, the founder of Polkadot, what's his name? This guy here, Gavin Wood. So they're offering, apparently they have 18 million dots in their treasury. One dot is about $40, so you can do the maths with that. And they are offering it to people who want to build projects on the Polkadot platform. So there's a lot of opportunity there. If any of any developers amongst you, or of any developers who want to go into this space, there's huge amount of opportunity and a huge amount of support to get started. So just to have a look at any others you want to have a look. Terra is interesting. Terra is a stable coin, but it's also got Luna. Luna's been doing really well. I like Solana. Solana has skyrocketed. XRP is, as you know, because of the SEC case, it's been kind of going sideways, but every expert that seems to be talking on YouTube is saying, put something in XRP. Uniswap is also doing quite well. So coming back to you. What I thought I would do is, are we done sort of talking about the general news? Because I thought we could also show people how to purchase, if you are on Daisy, how to purchase the new Forex packs. So would you like me to do that? Please, give a yes on in the comments. I'm not sure whether I can see the Facebook comments because all I see at the moment is the YouTube comments. Anybody on Facebook, just give a shout out, put a comment in just to let us know.
Yes, because I can't see who's on it at all from my end.
I can. Yes, yes, says Ray, but you're on YouTube, aren't you? I mean, we're testing the system. Hopefully yes please. What was the yes please about? Oh yes, the Forex. Hopefully the Facebook people are on and they can see what's going on. We're just testing the new system. We are testing the multi-streaming, so we're actually streaming to various channels and platforms, and this is all really high tech, and hopefully this will be able to give us a larger platform. We find that Zoom is a little bit constricting. So, and also the other thing is these are instantly recorded, and then you can actually instantly go and review them on YouTube or on Facebook, so we don't actually have to do all that work of packaging the videos and uploading them and stuff. So I'm going to go back on and show you how to do the Daisy Forex thing. So as you know,
So can you share your screen? Are you able to share your screen?
yeah, I am sharing my screen. Yeah, it is appearing. You probably
I've never seen. I can't see any of your sharing.
Yeah. You probably need to open up the YouTube thing, but it's okay. It is sharing. So here we are. Here we are on Daisy. As you know, you've got to log in, and then sign. So when you arrive on your Daisy dashboard, I'll just move all these things out of the way. So this is the account of someone who's done just one contribution. So they're on tier 1. So if I go to tier 1, it shows that they've got the tier 1. If I go to tier 2, it says next contribution 200. Yeah. So this is what we were explaining earlier this week. And then if you go to tier 3, it says, oh yeah, you got to buy tier 2 first. So as you can see, each time you go to a new tier, the cost of entering that tier doubles. But also the number of shares that you get in the trading fund also, in the equity, also double. So finally, when you hit tier 10, you have 512 plus 256 plus 128, yeah, plus all the others. The other thing is also when you hit tier 10, so when you hit tier 10, you see it says 51,000. So this is 51,000 plus 25 plus 12. It all adds up to about 102, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, 102,000.
Yeah, once you hit tier 10, then you can actually apply to become a VIP. And what the VIP means is you can put unlimited amounts of, I mean, if you can put $102,000 into this, that's good on you. But if you actually want to put in more, then you would go for a VIP membership, in which case then you can put in as much as you like into the AI trading. Now, how do we start the Forex? So if you look, I'll see if I can, increase the size of this. So you can see there's crypto on the left here, and there's Forex on the right. So when you want to register for your Forex, first of all, make sure that your TronLink wallet has
Connected.
Well, obviously it will be because your Daisy is open, but make sure that you have 100 USDT in, well, 100 USDT if you want to get into the 100. But if you want to go into tier 4, which is the promo pack, you would need 3,100 USDT. And I would suggest that for each, to get the thing started, you probably need 150 TRX. I'm not sure. I can't actually remember. But for each time you upgrade, it's going to cost about, I think, 30 to 50 TRX. So
you need 140 Tron free and clear of anything that's been frozen or staked.
And how do you know if it's frozen? Click on the TRX thing. Make sure it's available, not staked. Yeah. So you've got what is it says there is available. Okay, so you need at least 150, but I would say have about 200 to 250 because you're going to upgrade your tiers. Each time you upgrade a tier, it's going to cost a few TRX. So what you do then is you click on the Forex. Click. So you see crypto here, Forex here. Remember, you're on tier 1. It says welcome, entry contribution. And this is where then you contribute your first $100, okay? And then you do all the signing, and once you've signed all the transactions, then you will be in, and then you'll be into your Forex. Then,
And what it does is it unlocks tier 2.
Yeah.
In the promo period till the 31st of October,
that
it will unlock the next tier above, and unless you go to tier 5, and then we know it unlocks all 10 tiers
yes.
in Forex and crypto.
So I'll go into another account where I'll show you that someone has bought the. So if I go into this other account and go into tier 1 Forex, so you see, okay, the Forex has been purchased. So you see now it's all green. This is all grayed out. And now you want to move to the next tier. You click tier 2, and then you contribute to tier 2, tier 3. So you would have had to contribute to tier 2 to go to tier 3, and then tier 4. And then what happens is then once you've hit tier 4, it opens up tier 5 to 10. That's correct, isn't it? It's up to you. You need to buy tier 4. So 8 and 4.
You have to buy tier 5.
Oh, okay.
Well.
So then you need to buy tier 5. That's right. That is so.
If you bought the tier 4, it would open up tier 5.
Yeah.
But then that's as far as it goes.
Yes.
By tier 5, it opens up to all the way to tier 10, which actually also entitles you to the VIP.
Right, and it will also open up the tier wherever you bought into the crypto side. It'll open up all the other tiers in the crypto side.
Yeah.
Now,
even if you're only at tier 1.
Yeah, exactly. So if you had to do it without the plan, in order to open up tier 10 on the Forex, you would have had to put in $102,000 US dollars. Plus, if you wanted to open up all 10 tiers in crypto, you would have had to put $102,000 in crypto as well. So that would have been $210,000. Okay, so US. So what we're saying is, if you have the 3001 and you feel that this is a thing that you want to, you're comfortable with that, it is money that you're comfortable with putting in there, then this is probably a very good opportunity. Of course, what it means, it doesn't mean you are going to be getting all those equity shares. Remember, all those 200 and however many, 512 plus all the rest equity shares. What it does mean is that you will be entitled to the commissions no matter how far the people in your team, no matter how far up the tiers they go. So say, for instance, if you're in tier 1, right, and someone below you refer someone and they go to tier 5, well, you would only get the commissions for their tier 1 purchase. You wouldn't get the commissions for their tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. However, if you open up all tiers using that $3,100, if someone you will then be in tier 5, right? But if someone buys all the way up to tier 10, you will also get those commissions. So if you think of the commission, do you know how much the commission is for a direct downline, Tony?
It's 5% on your front line.
Okay.
I forget now, but it goes all the way down. It goes all the way down to 10 levels deep.
Right. Yes. Yes.
So the total amount of earnings you can earn when you've got 10 tiers open is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And is what even though if you're not a referrer, we are a referrer, and I know others that are very keen to refer. So it only takes a few of us to start building, and then that's going to very much benefit everyone around in our structure.
Yes. So if you imagine that, say, someone in your team bought tier 10 and you're on tier 5, if you, without the plan, if you didn't have the plan and you bought to tier 5, you wouldn't get that commission. But if you do this plan before the end of the month, then you would get the commission, which would be 5% of 51,000, which is what, 2,005. So you'd get 2,500 just as a commission. And then so if you imagine going down, so of course as it goes down you get less and less percent, isn't it?
I think it's 5%, 4%, 3%, and then 2,
Yeah.
and then I think it's 2 at the very bottom. I think it's actually a little bit more.
Right. Okay.
I'll have to, but I know it basically goes from 5, 4, 3, 2,
Yeah.
and then 1,
Right.
stretched down to 10,
Yes.
11. And you wouldn't even know who those people are.
Yes.
So this is why it's a bit of a longer term plan. It's obviously going to take time to start filling the structure.
Yes.
But, you know, you've got us who are spearheading it. And, you know, we all can go together as a group,
Yes.
as a community.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And this is how, in fact, Tony and I and quite a few of the people in our, people in our teams who are not necessarily referrers have been benefiting. So this shows the tree for, you have a matrix in each tier, right? So for the tier 3 matrix, you can see that it's a fixed structure. So either I have put someone in here or Tony has put someone in, and they've spilled over into my matrix and filled up the first 3 spots, which is generation 1. So generation 1 from me, the first 3 spots have been filled. Now, because the first 3 spots have been filled, when I say refer someone else, they will be called a spillover. They will actually go underneath one of those 3 spots. So for instance, this is A is for Alice, B is for Bob, C is for Charlie. So when I referred someone, it would go under one of them. So it would go under Alice. So you see this one person here. I don't know whether this one person is my direct referral or it's Alice's referral. Whatever it is, Alice benefits. Similarly, here we've said B for Bob. Yeah, Bob has got his 3 spots filled. If now Bob refers someone, it might go under one of his team, so they would benefit. And so this goes on and on. So even if you are not a referrer, even if Alice, Bob and Charlie are not referrers, they will still get benefits. So this is the point of this, the way this system works. It's not a forced referral system. It's a totally voluntary referral system. Yeah. So I'll just check if there are any questions. I heard a few pops there. So, hi, someone. Okay, we've got someone from Facebook. I can't see the name, but that doesn't matter. So you can only go 3 wide. Yes, you can only go 3 wide. And then the more people you bring in, they will go underneath the 3. So they will benefit those 3.
Every 4th person.
Yeah, and they will benefit you as well. They will benefit you as a direct referral, but they will also benefit the person they're pushed under.
And as of today, there's 187 people in our community, in our DAISY structure. Right. So there's 187 people. Not even I know them all. So
yeah, exactly.
It sort of gives you an idea of how a great head start we've got.
Yes. So how to buy DAISY token? Okay, good question, Teresa. So this will be for another day. Well, I mean, I can tell you, but if you join up on the membership, there will be a course. Hang on, I'll just show myself again. There will be a course in the membership in DeFi Freedom, which sort of takes you through, okay, getting your TronLink wallet, and loading it, but going to Binance or another exchange, buying some Tron, sending it to your TronLink wallet, swapping some of the Trons for USDT, and then using the referral link we've given, or if you've got someone who's referred you their referral link, and you just put it in with your wallet open, and it'll actually then enable the registration process. So there's a little course in the membership site which shows all those things. But if you've got any more questions, please feel free to ask on the forum, or we will also have tutorials on how to get started on Daisy. What else? I mean, if there are no more questions, I can just quickly show you the process. What do you think, Tony? Do you have anything else you wanted to share?
No, go ahead.
Yeah. So, okay, I'll just quickly take you through the process, and then if you want more details, then take the course or get in touch with us. We can show you. We charge a little fee for, well, it's a good fee, but it's worth it, because we're actually taking you through a lot of the processes. If you're really new to the space, we're taking you through a lot of the processes that will get you up to speed in the DeFi space. So what you need basically is you need to, yes, I know it's Chrome. Chrome is kind of getting a bad rap at the moment, but that's where you can get the TronLink extension, unless you do it on your mobile. At some point, I will do a mobile tutorial. But what you do is you go to the Chrome Web Store. So Chrome Web Store, Chrome extension, or Web Store. And you go to the Chrome Web Store. You add TronLink as an extension. So what you do is you search for TronLink, and TronLink is a wallet, okay? So you search for TronLink, and yes, TronLink, please. TronLink, thank you. Everything is a bit slow. Because we're having there you go. So you've got the TronLink. You need to install it into your Chrome wallet. Once you've got it in your wallet, you have to open an address. So the course actually takes you through the very important thing of how to set up your TronLink wallet, how to get your passwords together, and all those things. And also how to set up an exchange, how to buy crypto, send it to your TronLink wallet. Once you've got your Trons in your TronLink wallet, then you need to swap for some USDT, right? And then you use the referral link that we've given you to come into Daisy Global, and then you need to register and purchase. Basically, you need to purchase. In order to get the Forex, you need to have at least one tier of crypto. So you need to purchase. So you need actually $3,200. If you don't have Daisy yet, you need 3,200 USDT, 100 to open a crypto account. Then you go to the Forex part, and then you purchase tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5. And then that opens up all 10 tiers for commissions on Forex and in crypto. So if you need any help with that, get in touch with me or Tony, and we can actually do a consultation and take you through that. Is that reasonably helpful, Teresa? Give a thumbs up if it's helpful. But any other questions, guys? So for of course we got to do a plug for the membership site. Do join us on DeFiFreedom.nz. The link is below in the YouTube channel. and become a member, because as we build up the community, then we build up this structure. And especially if some of you want to join up on Daisy, as we said, the more people we have on Daisy, the more it's going to fill up the spaces. And even if you're not a big networker yourself, I'm not a big networker. I've done network marketing. I think I've been on at least 15 different systems, and I never really enjoyed it myself. I'm not the super social guy. But I've been really enjoying onboarding people onto Daisy and onto Hyperfund. We've got 5 minutes left. Did you want to have a quick word about Hyperfund, Tony?
Yeah, Hyperfund, it's a bit of a different kind of system. Hyperfund is a membership rewards program. If anyone's interested, I can send them a really good video. I got a number of different videos on Hyperfund, but basically what it is in a nutshell, it's a much simpler system. It's not really dealing with crypto directly to get into the fund. You're just using USDT, the digital dollar, and whatever you put in multiples of 300, 500, or 1,000, the Hyperfund, the Hypertech group, triple it. So you basically 200%, 200 times what you put in to give you a boost, and then it starts drip feeding that tripled amount back to you at 0.5% a day. 0.5%, whatever you put, I think not even what you put in, 0.5% of what the tripled amount is, then comes back into as a reward every day. And then when it reaches $50, you redeposit it back in, and that triples again. And then you keep doing that, and it's like a wheel. You just keep recycling the amounts you're earning back in, and it starts to create a compounding effect, and everything gets tripled. The thing is, with Hyperfund, the money is not coming from people coming in to pay people out. All the money is funded by the Hypertech group, which is worth $20 billion. They have a massive investments right throughout the crypto space, the blockchain. They have invested in dozens of exchanges, including Binance. They're one of a big investor in Binance, which is turning over billions of dollars now. I believe it's like billions a week now. It's just a phenomenal amount of money. And so they've invested in all the infrastructure, and what they're doing is they're bringing us in, they're herding us in as community, as participants, and a happy customer is going to use their services. So it's really, they just want to be a big player in this space, and they know they need community and they need customers, and this is the way that they do it. But the money comes back to them because we're using their services and their infrastructure throughout the whole blockchain space. It's huge. Yeah. So that's kind of what. So if you're interested in Hyperfund,
there's a link. There's a link below in YouTube as well, and and it's also
just reach out. We can. I'm more than happy to give you a bit of an intro. Send the videos from other entrepreneurs, like top entrepreneurs. I've been lucky enough to connect right up the line. I've met people that joined in the first couple of months when it launched, only about 2.5 years ago, and they're earning well over $1 million a year. They don't have to work; they are literally raking it in, and so it's because they've just reinvested, and then it gets to a point of critical mass where money really starts working for you, and instead of you having to work for it. So I think Hyperfund is one of the better ones I've ever seen. Combined with Daisy, it makes a great complement.
Yeah, of course. We always say, we are not financial advisors. We are not we are just sharing what we've found and what we are doing. And of course, we always recommend that you use funds that you are willing to put in, and that you're not too tied up to. Don't leverage yourself too much. Daydrian is asking, can you ever get your money back? Can you kind of be a bit more specific about that? I'm not sure which money you're referring to. So can you just pop in exactly what you're talking about, and I'll answer Dane's one. Dane asked, did you guys do the Art Wallet release this week? Is that what it was called? Yes, it was, Dane. Yes, it was. So what happened is we actually did a Zoom on about Daisy earlier this week on Tuesday, I think it was, and we kind of shared the announcement. So what has happened with Daisy is that the founders, or the kind of the organizing team, have decided to buy up that Daisy that Art Wallet allocation, so that instead of us buying the Art Wallet allocation, it will be rewarded to us as rewards when we stake the Daisy tokens. So the Daisy staking will start, I think, next month. Is that right, Tony? So the Daisy,
I think so, yes.
Yeah. So the Daisy staking will start taking place next month. So what happens is you withdraw your Daisy tokens. If you don't know how to withdraw your Daisy tokens, let us know and we'll do a tutorial on that. And then you stake those tokens, and the rewards of the staking will include Daisy, right? And will also include Art Wallet tokens. So that's the situation at the moment. Daydrian, from the original Daisy stake, can you ever get your money back from the original Daisy stake? So whatever Daisies that you have or that you purchased are vested, or originally are vested. So did you actually, when did you join Daisy at the beginning, or have you just joined, Adrian? I'm not sure where you are at, because it kind of varies according to when you joined. Can you just like pop in whenabouts, or have you joined yet? Maybe you haven't joined yet. Could you just let us know? Then I can answer your question more specifically.
But yeah, she can get the money back. The staking is like putting money in a term deposit. You don't actually, you're not giving your money over. You're just putting your money in and lending the money to the platform, and then they pay you a commission. Just like you would get commission, or where you get interest. You get high interest in a term deposit, and it's locked up for 6 months or a year. Staking's the same thing, except we're doing it for ourselves.
So it's like a savings account. You've actually put it away. It's a term deposit. You've put it away, but you get it back with interest.
Yeah, you can unstake at any time.
Yeah. Probably for the Daisy, there's a particular time period. I don't know, there's 3 months, 6 months. So I think you can choose, in fact. I think, okay. So then it would depend on the way you would get Daisy tokens then is to buy. So you've just joined. So the ways to get Daisy tokens is to buy them on JustSwap, or if you are keen to bring in 4 people who will then invest to between them at least $1,000, and then that will put within 1 month, or within either this month or next month, keep them all within 1 month, because then if you get 4 people in, that will create what is called a spillover, and then that'll put you in the spillover bonus pool, and the pool is a certain amount. I'm actually not sure what the amount is. Okay, I'll come back to your question. So whatever the amount is I lost the train of my thought now. the bonus pool. Yeah, whatever the amount is, it's divided by the number of people who qualified for the spillover maker bonus. So your question actually is purchasing the Forex levels. So when you purchase Forex, you're part of 50% of the money you put in is put into the trading account, and you can withdraw the profits from the trading. Now, I don't know whether you can withdraw the principal, but what happens is then eventually when Endotech goes public, you will then, the other 50% gives you shares in Endotech. So then you will own those shares, and then you can sell those shares for whatever price they will be at the time. So that's how you could recover your the money you put in. However, the third way is, as I say, if you are quite active, or if you've got a nice community around you who's filling in the spaces below you, you will actually start getting rewards coming up to you through their purchases, and that will actually be in USDT. So you'll actually be getting USDT, which goes directly into your TronLink wallet. So there are various ways which you can actually not only recover what you've put in, but more as well. And that's the whole point. We don't want to just recover what we put in, but we want to see this as a big, give us assets, give us profits, give us equity, and give us income. So yeah,
self-sustaining, hopefully for ongoingly for as long as we're around, because Endotech's already been valued at well over $1 billion. So those shares could be quite valuable, and then you get the profit share from the trading fund, so you don't even have to think about trading, it's just doing it for you. And then the staking, which could be quite, you're going to get way better interest than you'll ever get at a bank, that's for sure. And just with that other question regards, was it withdrawing from Hyperfund? You can withdraw from Hyperfund at any time, but we just recommend for the first year you don't withdraw, because it's like digging a hole under your own foundations. There's no point in withdrawing when you can triple your money every time. Then it gets to a point where then it starts becoming a self-sustaining thing, and then you can start withdrawing and living off it. The idea is you want to live off it within a couple of years. If you are putting in somewhere between 2,000 to 5,000, in 2 years' time, that'll be worth well over $150,000 US.
And this is where we actually get to experience the power or the magic of compounding. It's been called the eighth wonder of the world. But for a long time, people have had to wait 20, 30, 40 years in order to actually see the effects of compounding, at interest rates of 5 or 10%. But now that we are getting interest rates in crypto of 50, 100%, we look at some of the currencies we were talking about today. Some of those tokens like Solana have gone up 2,000%, and some have gone up 9,000%. So Bitcoin, I think, went up 400%. So when you talk about those interest gains, you are getting compounding effect very quickly, within 2 to 3 years. So you just need to have that patience, and the beginning is always slow. It's always slow, and you see, I've been doing this thing for 6 months, and nothing's happening. Maybe I should take it out. And that's when most people take it out, and that's what starts all these projects crashing and pumping and dumping and all that. But if you just sit there and just wait to reach that tipping point, and then when the curve starts going up, that's when you'll be able to enjoy the power of compounding. So we just need to look at these things as long term, really. Pick our projects, pick good projects that have good looking potential, and then plant our seeds. So yeah, I think that's probably enough for today. Do you think, Tony?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think covered quite a lot. There's quite a lot of information to take in.
Yeah.
So, for follow up, we're always here to assist you, and I'm happy to give a one-on-one. People want to go through it.
Yeah. Sure.
I know for newbies, it is a heck of a lot to try and capture, and it's all very new, and it does tax our brain a bit. So that's why we're here as well, to just make sure that you're set off on the right track.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much, everyone. And yeah, we'll talk to you next week on Freedom Friday.
Yeah. Awesome.
So
thank you, everyone. Great to have your company and your ears and your attention. And yeah, just where we are, reach out on the forums if you need anything, just let us know.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. See you. Have a great weekend.